Everyone, it's time for Jimmer's Dinners, giving you ideas for tasty shit to make. Jimmer's Dinners, it's good food on your plate. It's been you, Jimmer's jingle, everybody. Right, we have got tonight, Friday night, as usual, Jimmer's Dinners. Starting off with a raspberry martini, because it's Friday. Okay, so tonight what we're going to do is we're going to do a starter, which is spaghetti alla finocchio e bufala, which is basically spaghetti with a little bit of fennel, garlic, butter, buffalo mozzarella on top, some tomatoes in it. It's beautiful. And then for main, we're going to do tom yum cod. So you got a cod loin, and you got some ginger chili, garlic, lime, a bit of lemongrass paste, and I'm basically going to use them, make a paste, which I'll do in a separate segment. But first, I've been to the supermarket today. So many of you are buying toilet roll. Now, basically, I've looked at the toilet roll and the components of it, and I want to find ways of making it edible. So obviously you've got two parts to the toilet roll. You have obviously the paper, but then you have this, you have the core. Now in there's all the flavour in there, everyone. So if you want to make a stock, that's where you get all the flavour from. So basically what you do is you take that, you chuck that in there, and you let it basically wilt down until you get a stock. So I'm going to show you two ways of making toilet paper edible. We're going to use 2 sheets in one recipe, and we'll use 2 sheets in another, like that. One is going to be a nice warm toilet paper salad, basically with mustard and truffle. And the second one is what I call carta igienica diavolo, which is basically spicy toilet paper. If you run out of chicken wings, because obviously there's not many chicken wings in the supermarket at the moment, everyone's not buying them, and obviously everyone's got toilet paper at home. So if you want to find a way of making toilet paper edible, it's right here on Jimmer's Dinners, everyone. So the first thing is, you've got your core in there, and you're making a stock, because that's where all the flavour is. You might want to come around here for this bit. Okay, so once you've got all the stock, once you've got all the flavour out of that core, and there's lots of it in there. Oh, you need a bit of salt and pepper in there as well, obviously. Get it all, just, you know, it adds a little bit of depth to it, because the cardboard flavour is quite nutty, and obviously if you add in a little bit of that, then it basically makes it all a lot more bearable. So you work that round, and you'll see the water start to take on a slightly more browny colour, basically, as the flavour extracts from that core. But it shouldn't take long. Right, while we're doing that, the toilet paper alla diavola. What you do is you take toilet paper, and you take your scissors or a knife. The idea is you cut this into strips. So you want it to basically, you're going to fry it to get it a little bit crispy. By the way, standard Andrex paper is great for this. Don't use double quilted, doesn't really work. And paper coated in aloe vera, if you like, obviously a moistened hoop, because the flavour of the aloe vera doesn't really benefit the recipe. So, okay. So that's for the second one. Right, so that's cool. So, toilet paper's done. Have another swig of the mic, G. Right. And now, as we can see, we've really extracted all the cardboard flavour from that. And the beauty of that is if you want to get that out of the pan, you simply just go through the middle of it, drain it, and bin that, because that's no use to anyone afterwards. Right, what you now do, take your 2 sheets of toilet paper. Now this will reduce to nothing very quickly in water. So what you have to do is you have to be very quick with it. So what you need is basically a little sieve, alright? So in goes the first bit, soaks it all up, and you straight into it, sieve it, and out. Straight into it. It goes like a gelatin sheet, basically. Straight into it, sieve it, and out. And that's how you do your toilet paper basically for your warm truffle salad. Right, what you then do is you take a little bit of truffle oil, some lemon juice and some whole grain mustard, so it adopts like that lovely brown right. Basically what you then do then, you simply dress your toilet paper, and this is what really this really makes it sing as a recipe. You take your toilet paper, you basically mix that round, and you end up with a lovely warm truffle paper, warm truffle toilet paper and whole grain mustard salad, which is a tasty snack. Okay. The next thing on Jimmer's dinners is your toilet paper alla diavola, or carta igienica diavola. I'm tempted to deep fry it, but this might catch fire, but we'll have a go. We have to get the oil really hot for this. And let's just see. Basically, the idea of it, if you're going to eat it, is you eat it on, you get all the flavour out, and then when you have to record, just spit it at someone, basically. It's not very socially friendly, this recipe. Well, I wonder if toilet paper fries and goes crispy. Got to get that oil really hot. It's frying. Come on. You see it's starting to. I just got to let the oil get a little bit hotter on this one, I think. Again, this is perfect as a replacement for chicken wings, should you need it. I think this is actually going to be better. This would be better if it went into a deep fat fryer, because it doesn't really seem to be like frying and crackling like puffed rice or like I thought it would. This one may not work on Jimmer's dinners, but the idea was, if it went crispy, what you'd then do is you take it out of the hot oil as a crispy bit of toilet paper. Just imagine these are crispy now, which they will go if you deep fat fry them, I imagine. And then you quite simply take that, you take a bit of Liam Perrins, that in there, and you take a bit of Frank's Red Hot sauce, which again, beautiful Frank's Red Hot sauce, and you basically have a spicy alternative to crispy buffalo wings. Whoa! So there you have it, people. 2 ways. That bit's actually crispy. So is that bit. Ooh. Come here. Oh, it's hot, it's hot, it's hot. There you go. And there you have it, guys. 2 ways to make perfectly edible, healthy, nutritious, flavoursome toilet paper here on Jimmer's Dinners. You saw it first. That's a Jimmer's Dinner.